So let's change gears a little bit, if we will. And we've got a special guest in the studio. We have the one, the only Kamden Hibbitt, the Columbus, Ohio / Columbus local 14-year-old factory-sponsored race car driver. And with us he wants to talk to us about what's going on, not only in his world with his racing with Mazda team, but also tell me how you did down in Sebring with your first professional race.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, we were down in Sebring, Florida for the first weekend with the Mazda Motorsports factory team. Went really well. I think we ended up 9th on Saturday and 14th Sunday. Saturday went pretty well, made a mistake. I was up in, I think it was in 5th or 6th, made a mistake and dropped myself back to 9th, but is what it is.
Did you keep the car intact?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sunday, it was supposed to be dry until about 8 o'clock. And then 2 hours before the race, we looked at the weather, and it was 100% chance of rain for the whole race. As soon as we went green, the whole windshield fogged. It was just really hard to see out. Lots of visibility issues for a lot of the field. So we ended up 14th, but it was a great learning experience all weekend. Improved a ton. It was awesome to get to race at a track like Sebring.
I can only imagine.
It's iconic, one of the most popular, famous tracks in North America. So it was awesome to get to race there, and looking forward to sharing a final schedule for the season very soon. We have started to wrap up the scheduling process for the rest of the factory season, which has allowed us to figure out the schedule for our Spec Miata season with our car. So we're getting really close to sharing a final schedule for 2024 with hopefully some select events here and there in addition to that. But looking forward to sharing some more info and news soon.
Right. So how did your other factory team drivers do?
Very
race?
well. It was great getting to work with them. Ethan Jacobs and Elio Meza, super, super quick. I think the three of us are all going to have a really great season working as a team. We didn't get a chance to work together a ton in the race just because of circumstances, especially on Sunday. And then Saturday, we all kind of got spread out. So didn't get a ton of opportunities to work together, but I'm super excited for some more races down the road where we can bump draft each other, just work together as a team, and hopefully get a Mazda Motorsports podium at some point this season.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
now your
Matt,
cars are you're good. Your cars are hard tops, right?
Yeah.
So I remember racing down at Sebring. It was just that. Weather was supposed to be good. Next thing you know, it's all monsoon, but we were in open top and C Miatas, and so
my gosh,
the instructors were like, "Just drive faster. You'll stay drive faster." I was like,
dodge
"What?"
the raindrops.
That back straight when it's raining like that is hazardous.
Yeah,
because you can hit a puddle and jump from one side of the track to the next.
And that was the hard part with the visibility thing. Like, it's there, but for me, I couldn't see where that was, so it's hard to learn from it because at Sebring, the track changes so much in the wet.
Yeah.
From lap to lap, the lines will change by corner, and even on the back straightaway. So it was hard to really get out of fourth gear. We were about 20 miles an hour slower at the end of the backstretch than in the dry,
I believe
just
it.
because we were half throttle. I mean, we couldn't see where the puddles were shifting, where the seals were. And I just don't have. That was my first time at Sebring, so I don't have the track
was that
experience.
your first time in driving in wet weather as well?
So I had one test day at Mid-Ohio, or one test evening at Mid-Ohio, so I don't have a ton of experience. The difference is a lot of drivers that are running the Spec MX-5 Challenge Series come from karting. They run in the rain all the time. For me, coming from quarter midgets, all oval, we stayed dry. If it rained, we had to delay, dry the track, and then go back out later. So that I have relatively limited rain experience compared to most of the other field, or most of the rest of the field. But like you said, it's the backstretch at Sebring. It's tough in the wet because you don't know where anything is.
Right.
It's funny because like track to track, like Mid-Ohio and the wet's slippery, but like it drains completely different than Sebring, which is basically a flat track.
Yeah.
There's no elevation change really, so it's completely different, and it's good that you got that experience though.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to hopefully some dry racing in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we're going to go to a break here. This is Auto Smarts Radio, presented by Germain Honda of Dublin, and I want to get back here talking with Kamden Hibbitt, who is the 14-year-old factory-backed race car driver for Mazda Motorsports in one of the local Mazda dealers in town, right? Buyers.
Yeah, Buyers Double
Back Shop.
Mazda.
So we were talking earlier about it raining and your windshield fogging up, and your dad showed us a picture of the video of what that looks like, and I can only imagine driving down 270 at 70 miles an hour in rush hour traffic with no defroster. That's pretty much what it is, folks.
Yeah.
That's what you had to deal with at 100 miles an hour, correct?
Yeah, it was pretty
Perfect.
rough. About 25 feet was about all I could see, and that was taillights.
This is not an endorsement to do this on 70.
No.
Just saying.
No. Do not try this at home. Where's your next race? Where are you guys headed to? Do you have any idea?
So early March, we head down to Road Atlanta, in about an hour away from Atlanta, for the second Mazda Motorsports Factory Weekend with the SCCA Super Tour. And then after that, I believe it is Hallett, Oklahoma. I believe is the next one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
I go there all the time for
yeah,
vacation.
yeah.
Howlett,
why wouldn't you?
Oklahoma?
Yeah, I don't really know a
I
ton
think
about
there's
that track, but
one tree there, so find that. That's where you want to be. One tree in the shade.
Yeah. And then the big one here local, May 18th and 19th at Mid-Ohio is when the Mazda Motorsports Factory car will be here. We are working with some people to try and get a special event the week before, where we have both of my race cars there. I'll be at an event, so stay tuned for more info on Instagram at Team Hibbitt, Facebook Hibbitt Motorsports for some more info
Okay, wait a
and
minute.
news
Slow
about
down.
that.
Can you say
hopefully.
that again? You were like,
Ins-
blah, 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 blah,
ran
blah,
through
blah.
it.
Yeah.
Never.
Slow down. Take a
So
breath.
we're hoping to have some more news on that event on Instagram at Team Hibbitt or on Hibbitt Motorsports on Facebook. So make sure you follow along with that. We're hoping to have a really fun event the week before that race, and then we'd love to see everybody out there May 18th and 19th at Mid-Ohio. And then reach out to either the Facebook page or the Instagram page. We'll help you get set up, give you the info you need to get down there. Then hopefully at some point get a chance to meet me, see the cars at some point that weekend.
Right, because at Mid-Ohio, it's kind of more personal, I guess, is a better way to put that, to where like the spectators can come and wander in the pits and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty open paddock. You can pretty much go anywhere in the paddock garage area. And then while cars are on track, if it's like any other weekend we've had, it's pretty much an open track. You can pretty much watch from anywhere. It's a really cool weekend.
Right, and as I learned from your dad last year when the wife and I went down there, you can actually get in your car and drive around to where you can sit. You don't have to walk
Yeah.
2.5 miles over to the stands. I'm like, hey, give us a ride in the bed of your truck. But it was already full. He had the whole family in there.
Just bring a little like pit bike or something. Run
Yeah,
around.
Yeah.
little pit bike and chairs for sure, unless you like
Yeah.
sitting on the ground.
Roller coolers.
Yeah. That's it.
Last year I saw a guy who was on a cooler. It was a scooter. I
Yeah,
was like,
the motorized ones.
That's
Yeah.
where it's at.
So how are you doing with sponsorship moving forward for this year for your personal NASA car that you run? And again, you might want to explain what NASA is.
Yeah, so NASA is basically the sanctioning body that we run our Spec Miata car with. It's going pretty well. I'm super excited to have Buyers Automotive, Rainier Construction, Westerville Automotive, Auto Smarts Radio,
Yeah.
Aussie Sales, Team Spirit Trailers. Everybody's coming back for 2024. So I'm super excited to I'm looking forward to a really, really strong season with also having your guys' names on the factory car. We have them
Wow.
on the
I was
deck
touched.
lid, and
Yeah.
looking forward to a great season with our Spec Miata as well.
Wow.
Awesome.
That is
Awesome.
outstanding, isn't it? Now,
Yeah.
so I know Carrie down at Savant Auto Parts, they sell a lot of used stuff. So if you, God forbid, if you crack this car up, do you sell Mazda Miata parts, Carrie, down there? Can
We
you get
do.
a fender for you? And
We can do fine
Used
fenders
differential.
and keep it budget friendly.
that's it.
For
Maybe you
sure.
can get Savant Auto Parts on the
Oh,
side of
yeah.
that car. God forbid if you need a windshield or
Yeah.
something.
Paint match
A,
it.
de-
We
a,
can
de- a
help with
defogger for the
everything.
factory car.
Yeah, defogger for the. Yeah, do you sell defoggers down there?
We could probably make that happen for him.
Need one of those little beanie caps with a little blower on it.
Yeah, there you go. Outstanding. So, as far as can you run an entire schedule? Do you know yet? Are they two going to intertwine with your personal car that you drive through the NASA organization versus your your Mazda backed?
Yeah, so we're hoping to have most of those weekends we'll either have the factory car or our car there. Very rarely will we have both cars there. We're hoping to try and get both our car and the factory car at the Mid-Ohio weekend in May. But that, I think, would be the only one. But other than that, we're working really hard to get a good amount of events in our car as well, working around what we have with the factory car. So I think we have 7 events in each right now is what we're looking at.
For the Mazda-backed car and
7 for the factory
Hibbitt
car.
Motorsports car.
Yeah, then 7 for our car. So
Wow.
it's looking to be a pretty fun season, and I can't wait to finally. It's kind of a slow start into 2024. I think we have 1 each month up until April, and then after April, I think it's 2 each month for most of the summer. So I'm looking forward to an awesome 2024
I bet
season.
your parents are happy that it's kind of a slow ramp up,
Yeah.
right? Just getting into it. All right, we're getting used to. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's financials.
That's right. Yeah, we have the whole Hibbitt family in with us, including, is that 6-year-old Cadence over there? 10. Oh, 10-year-old. I'm sorry. She's just so cute.
Come on, Scott.
She's as cute as a speckled pup, that little girl over there. I tell you that. Now, you used to race cars too, right? Didn't you do? Yeah.
She's
Okay.
shaking her head yes for the listeners.
Did you drive your brother's old car? Is that what that was? No, you had your own car. Okay. The open wheel. What was that?
The quarter midgets.
The quarter midgets. Yeah.
I spent 9 years, and then she spent, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, something like that. So yeah.
Wow.
Whole family.
Unbelievable. So you've been racing since you were 5 years old.
Yep.
And then you guys live in. See, now I thought you were Westerville, but they said on the air when I watched that first race that you were Galena.
Yeah,
So
so,
is it-
hometown Westerville, and then we moved up to Galena, Ohio.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we know Galena is the racing capital of the state of Ohio.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is definitely. If not, you're going to make it be, right? So what's your end goal? Where do you want to go from here?
I don't know. The goal is to make a living in racing. Hopefully, as a driver. I mean, obviously, a perfect world would be racing in the Rolex 24 that is happening this weekend. That'd be an awesome end goal. If we got there, I would be thrilled. But like I said, anything where I can make a living, hopefully as a driver, but if that doesn't work out, engineering, mechanics, something like that, just something within the motorsports world.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to go forward then with college and get an automotive engineering degree?
Yeah.
Is that where
yeah,
you're going with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, and hopefully someday make enough money to pay mom and dad back for the concert. Mom's over there going, yep. I think mom's
these
got
are all
a
loans.
She's got a running total right now.
The Excel spreadsheet is there.
Yeah.
We carry a lot. Just saying,
You're going to get
she does.
you're going to get your first check, and she's going to say, "Sit down, son. Let me tell you what you owe."
It's like having an agent where they take the first 30%, you know?
Yeah, exactly that. So, with just about a minute left here to wrap up at this segment, what would be, as far as running the buyer's cars, just making I did that buyer's thing again. Man, I tell you what, the Mazda factory car.
Yeah.
Would it be nice? I mean, what is your personal goal set up? Do you want to get on the podium? I mean, first, everybody wants to win, but I mean, what's a realistic goal for you coming out of this season?
Yeah, I think a podium at some point in the season is definitely reasonable, and I think my goal for the end of season championship is a top 5, and then I think for the team it's definitely in the cards to get a Mazda Motorsports top 3 at a race weekend. I think that would be a perfect situation. I'm super excited to continue to work with Ethan Jacobs, Elio Meza. It's going to be an awesome season. I can't wait to hopefully continue to develop as a driver, a teammate, a brand ambassador for Mazda. I'm super, super excited for 2024.
Sure.
Before we let you go, Kamden, where can people find more information about you and your racing escapades?
Yeah, so go to Facebook, Hibbitt Motorsports on Facebook, and then on Instagram at Team Hibbitt, and then we are slowly posting more stuff on YouTube and Instagram, some more fun social media interactive stuff on Instagram and YouTube. So YouTube is Hibbitt Motorsports as well. So I'm super excited to kind of ramp up some of the social media stuff as well. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a busy 2024, but it's going to be a fun one for sure.
Wow. Well, again, thank you very much and your whole family for coming out.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that, and the best of luck to you, and hopefully we'll have you back on. We'll hear more about your racing escapades. This is Auto Smarts presented by Germain Honda of Dublin, and we are protected by Tattletale.com.